Are you ready? Stand by. If you're finished, unload it, show clear. If you're helmet on holster.
Happy Sunday Gun Day, everybody. It's Mike, and welcome back to another episode of Gun of the Week. So, on this episode, we're going to do another update to my gun belt and equipment setup. Reason for that being is I've changed it a little bit. So, I just wanted to talk through it and let you know some of the updates that I got because I think they're pretty amazing. So, first and foremost, I am sporting my MPA or my Masterpiece Arms DS9 LOC. Do have a new addition here for a nice big gas pedal. It's a TEW, so it is a slide stop thumb rest. So it does replace the slide stop and it gives me a nice gas pedal, as they call it, or a thumb rest in order to control recoil. So I really like it, but we'll talk about that later. What I want to talk about is my new Black Scorpion gear belt setup. So you might notice that, or maybe you don't notice because it's got so much stuff on it, but take a look at these all magnetic magazine pouches or magazine holder, whatever you want to call them. So what's really awesome about it is they are a 3 magnet system. So they have 3 very strong magnets. So as you can tell, they just grip and rip, hold it very tight. You can have it bullets facing forward as normal, or I don't want to say normal, but normal to me, or you can even turn it and have it bullets facing outboard, which is an interesting concept because if you really think about it, if I have my gun out in front of me here, I guess I can do it, huh? No one else is in here, so I'm not pointing at everything. If I have my gun out in front of me here, if I can just reach down and index it straight into the mag well, if I can train like that and get used to it, it's actually very quick, and I'm still indexing like normal, but the mag is just facing a more, maybe almost even an advantageous direction. Here, I have to rotate my wrist, but when I put it with the bullets facing forward, I can just grab it and it comes straight up without having to move my wrist. So I really do like that. The only reason why I'm not going to change is because in my law enforcement career, my magazines are bullets facing inboard, so I'm going to leave it the same so I don't, mix that up. But for you guys who shoot strictly competition or aren't, sold on one direction or another, this outboard facing magazine direction is actually interesting, and I would like to maybe experiment with it in the future. But for now, bullets facing inboard and forward towards the center part of my body. Moving on, like I said, 3 magnets. So I got 1 on the back face here, and then 2 on the actual platform, or whatever you want to call it, holder itself. They are articulable, so I can pull out the magnet with a small screw that they give you. I can loosen up the mount, and I can twist the mount and put it at the proper angle. So if you notice, mine is slightly angled out and away from me. I like that personally because it's just more of a natural grab when I go for my mag. So typically how I do that is I'll have the gun out and up, I'll dump my mag that's in it, I'll reach down, grab, and index straight into the weapon and back out. So that really does work nice. I actually did something a little bit different with mine that you might not notice, but so if you look at this one, it seems like it's sitting a lot lower. And then these seem like they're sitting a lot higher. They came sitting very low, and I kind of wasn't sure about it. I'm used to something being a little bit higher, so what I did was I actually loosened I took the magnet out, loosened it, and turned it upside down. And now it sits way up high and is actually in a very fast and easy place for me to grab it. So yeah, I just really like it. It's a completely personal thing. It's something that I'm used to with my other style, so my other belt. You guys have seen it. I talked about it. I showed it. But they just sit a little bit higher, and these are adjustable as far as the ride height. These are not so adjustable, meaning they don't have the ride height difference, but basically I found a loophole. I just flipped the actual mounting, or the belt slide mount onto the belt, flipped it upside down, and just rotated this 360 degrees the other direction. So it actually worked out really, really well. And all my my gun belt MacGyvers out there know what I'm talking about. So if something doesn't work exactly right, we kind of tweak it so it fits us better. So that's kind of what I did here. So I thought that's really cool. But the magnets are very strong. I did some moving and shooting today, which I'll show you guys. Here we go. Here we go. Stand by. And what I found is I have not had it fly off my belt. So just to kind of give you guys a demonstration, this one's an empty magazine, but I do have a loaded magazine here. So this is a full 22 round Atlas magazine, fully loaded, and it does move a little bit, but I have not had it come off. If I push on it, it will come out and possibly fall. So if you bend over and hit it with your stomach or hit it with your arm or whatnot, it can come out, but it's not too dissimilar from any other competition style where there's no real retention or it's meant to be easily grasped. So that is something to consider. 2011 mags are, again, this is 22 rounds, so that's a lot of rounds. They're long, that is heavy. This is a 140 millimeter magazine tube, so take that for what it's worth. It has the potential to fall off like anything else, but through my moving and shooting today, I have not experienced that. I have not used it in an actual match yet, but when I do, I will update you guys if I find that to be an issue. But if it is an issue, Black Scorpion Gear already kind of thought about it, and what they did is they made a 4 magnet version. So this is for the 170 millimeter magazines or the open guns or PCC, pistol caliber carbines. Basically, just a whole lot more surface area. This is not going anywhere. Even with the loaded mag, a lot more stable, and I mean that's on there. So if this is an issue with the 3 magnet, then they do make the 4 magnet and issue solved. So you can still do it any way you want it to. So yeah, like I said, I haven't experienced it yet. I can see how it's possible if you, I don't know, flick too hard or hit it with your elbow or something as you're moving through a stage. It's possible, but I mean, anything's possible, even with other pistol pouches. But I will let you know if that is an issue. So that's really, really cool. They came out with a solve for an issue that they don't even have. It's not even really an issue, right? It's only an issue if it happens. Another cool thing about this is it'll hold all different types of magazines. So here is a factory Glock magazine. They are polymer on the outside, but they have sheet metal on the inside or metal on the inside, and it does retain it. It's on there decently tight. I couldn't run around with this and move it around. It's not going to come off as of now, and you can grab it just as easy, and you can do it in the different direction as well. So really cool. And my initial load magnet here. So the Glock mags work. Here's a Metgar Glock mag. Obviously that's going to work. That's all metal, so that works really, really nicely and very tight on there. And SIG mags, Smith & Wesson mags, CZ mags. Basically any metal mag or polymer with metal in it is going to work and fit just fine. So that's really cool. I really do like that. The other cool thing that's a big update is going to be the holster mounting system. So the holster mounting system, this is kind of, I don't want to say revolutionary because obviously it's been done in some type of way before, but in the competition world, especially with holsters, typically you build a rig or a holster for a specific gun. And if you want to change it, you got to change the entire holster and usually the whole setup. What's really amazing that Black Scorpion Gear did, they made a detachable mounting system or hanger system. So you can buy this piece here, and obviously it comes with the aluminum hanger and the aluminum holster mounted part of the hanger, and essentially it does have some articulation. You can cant it in a direction, so you'll notice when I put it back on, it's canted for me. I like it slightly canted a little bit backwards because it basically helps my draw. But I don't know if you realize what I just did. Pop this on, or pop it off, pop it on, and it is very secure. There is no wiggle on the from the metal at all. It is perfectly fitted, aluminum to aluminum fit up, and it does not come off. Again, I ran around. I did some reloading drills, some moving and shooting drills, and I had nothing fall off. This was not an issue at all. I absolutely love it. So the idea behind it is you purchase any holster you want. You get this backer or the backer that comes with it. You could just take the screws out and put it on any of the Black Scorpion Gear holsters, and boom, completely modular setup. So I can run my MPA. I can change. I can put this back on a different holster. I can run Glock. I can run SIG. You can run whatever you want. As long as you got the holster and this thing, you can have one belt, one magazine setup, and just different holster shells, and you can run whatever gun you want. That's pretty cool. Obviously, it's been done before with like the QLS from Safariland. Alien Gear has a quick detach system. I mean, everyone has a quick detach system now, but you don't see it too often in the competition world. So I really, really do think it's pretty innovative and amazing that they have come up with a way to, basically they have a slide here that hooks into this cutout here. And once it's in. It is locked. This is not coming out. This is a 3-pound gun. This is 57 ounces. There is zero wiggle, zero movement. So really, really cool idea on the hanger system here. If I had a critique, nothing is perfect, right? But if I had a critique, I would just say that the unfortunate part of this is there's not a whole lot of adjustability, meaning I can't adjust the ride height up or down. So the way that this holster sits is higher than what I'm used to. My other Black Scorpion Gear has a lower hanger and it does sit a bit lower. But the reason that they did that is because this meets IDPA and USPSA rules and regulations, because I guess in IDPA there's different ride heights for how the gun can be and how far away that the gun can be from your hip and stuff. This is a USPSA hanger, but they do make one for IDPA, and it brings it very, very close to the body, which again is all within regulation. So all the measurements have been pre-thought out by Black Scorpion Gear, which again, super awesome. I mean, it takes the guesswork out of it. You're not going to show up to a match, get measured, and be like, sorry, you're disqualified, you need to leave. So really, really cool. But yeah, so that's just kind of been, I wanted to update you. I ran it today in a class that I did in one of my training sessions over at Gun World, and it worked great. I had to get used to how high I needed to come up to actually draw my gun. It's kind of one of those things where I'm just not used to it, and I had to get used to it. But if this is your first kit or your first belt setup, then there you go. You can slap it on and train, and the height isn't an issue. Just for me, it was an issue, but not a big one. I trained right past it. My times were still great. Again, and the other thing I told you guys about my gas pedal, Black Scorpion Gear makes holsters that accommodate all of the different types of gas pedals, for the most part. Frame-mounted gas pedals or thumb rests, a little bit different. Because they have so much adjustability, you might have to get a speed holster or something that looks like this. This is a speed holster, and essentially it just holds the gun by the trigger guard, so anything that's on the frame, no problem. But any of the slide stop thumb rests, whether it's from Black Scorpion gear or Edmund gear or any of the TEW, any of those, they fit perfectly. The nitro fin, all that stuff fit great, especially for the 2011 series. But they, again, Glock, SIG, the Align tactical thumb rests I have them on all my SIGs and my Glocks, and they all fit in the Black Scorpion gear holsters. So I just wanted to share that with you, give you a little bit of update, show you guys how it ran today, and you can check them out. You can check them out at blackscorpiongear.com. If you use my promo code ONESHOT10, you get 10% off your entire purchase, and gives me a little bit of recognition with the boys over there. But I do have to say that they are a sponsor of mine. They have been. They are amazing. You've probably heard me talk about it if you've seen my other videos. But I truly believe in their equipment. It's not like I don't use it and just want to sell it to look good. I actually really love their stuff. They're innovative. They're coming out with new things. They give me stuff to test and evaluate and to help make better. So you gotta love that. So thank you guys for stopping by. Thanks for hanging out. Like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week.